The bass. I'm Nathan.
I'm Lee.
And, as you may have already worked out, today we're looking at the man himself.
Yes.
The master.
The god of bass.
Yes, Mr. Jaco Pastorius.
Yes, man, yes.
What a pioneer.
Absolutely. The Jimi Hendrix of electric bass, as I've heard him called. You know, innovative. For that sort of time.
Well, he just was. I mean, you know, some people listen. You may not know who Jaco Pastorius is. I mean, he just took the bass and took it to a different level completely. You know, he took it from just being a real simply played background instrument to, you know, just being a virtuoso on the instrument.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in that way, he was a true pioneer, and you know, he was a massive influence on me.
Man, everything for me, man, everything.
Yeah.
And I think it's like. For the first few years where I was like, it's like Guns N' Roses, Metallica, everything fall to the floor and sort of rocky, and then my bass teacher just introduced me to this guy. I'm like, no, you need to listen to this.
Yeah.
And that was just that moment where it's like, oh yeah, there's other stuff, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, and then like just feel like flat out eights and stuff. But even just that sound straight away. So like the fretless sound, which we'll get onto, which obviously he didn't start with a fretless.
No.
He kind of started reverting back to that kind of double bass swelling kind of sound by ripping the frets out of his bass.
That's very true. So that first track that you heard was off his eponymous solo record, and that was called "Come On, Come Over."
Yeah.
And I mean,
banger, isn't it?
just honestly, if you haven't heard it, just go and listen to the record because it's incredible. This track has got all these amazing players on it. It's got Herbie Hancock. It's got the Brecker Brothers. It's got Sanborn on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy, right? How he's got these players. Obviously, you know, all these great guys knew Jaco was the real deal, so they obviously were very happy to play on the record. Yeah, and it just produces this incredible sound, right?
Again, so everyone individually doing
Not our
their thing.
version of it.
Oh, yeah, we can only wish.
But you go and check out the original, man, because it's just absolutely banging, eh?
Absolutely, yeah. And you see, through his like solo record, I mean, that was where we were sort of touching there with the first couple of tunes off his solo record, before we got to Weather Report, which was sort of then pushed him even further into the limelight, didn't it? And then, and especially just kind of revamping the fusion genre when he took the big band kind of side as well, right? When he went to word of mouth and stuff like that. It's kind of, you know, using the big band instruments and steel drums and all that stuff, but with fusion chords and kind of arrangements, which is amazing.
Well, yeah, when he sort of came to the fore, it just blew everybody's mind because nobody had heard anybody playing bass like this before. And that record, the solo record, kicks off with him doing him and some congas doing a Charlie Parker tune,
Donna Lee.
Which is obviously just that in itself is like, whoa, what? You know, somebody doing that on a bass is just nuts.
And he's transposed that as well. That was the thing as well. So he's gone through Charlie Parker's, you know, there's no books, No YouTube in those days. No. Who's played it first? I'd work it out.
He's transcribed it himself.
He transcribed it from ear, from a saxophone to like. Yeah, I can play on the bass.
And also, but he zaps it nicely with. He's got some lovely little slides in there, some little bits. So that's incredible. And then that track that we played, Come On, Come Over. And
there's some lovely bits of technique on this as well, right? So there's like, I mean, first of all, the opening little riff, the opening little intro, all those.
Yeah, it's a real. He's really paying homage to R&B.
Yeah,
because it's such a driving groove.
Yeah,
Come On, Come Over, right? It's just got this amazing drive and the 16s. And
well, that's it. You come away from the verse. So the verse is in itself just keeping that nice and steady, and but it's a nice simple kind of pattern. But yeah, then you fly into that chorus part.
Yeah.
And that is it. That is just like, so between the notes you're hearing there, there's dead note central, right? So all those muted little string, and these accents, a couple of harmonics in there as well. It's just an absolute whirlwind what's going on, all those little bass parts of it. So.
Oh, I forgot to say, and singing on it, right, is Sam and Dave. If you didn't believe that. That's Sam and Dave singing on it.
Ah, I've never even asked him. No.
That's how cool it is. He's got Sam and Dave singing on it. So it just gets better and better.
Oh.
Anyway, that's that. Okay. So next up.
So then we got Portrait of Tracy. So again from his solo album, first solo album.
This was on the end of side A.
Yeah, was it? Yes, about fifth track in, I think, fifth track in, isn't it?
Because I had it on vinyl. Well, I say I had it, I inherited it, right? I was very lucky because my older brother had a load of this really crazy sort of jazz rock fusion stuff. So it was all Marcus Orchestra, Return to Forever.
Yeah.
And in amongst it was this Jaco record, right? So, and I inherited this. And so on the end of the of side A was this track, right?
Yeah.
Portrait of Tracy, which again, it's so. I find it quite emotional when you listen to him play, don't you?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So what he's doing with the bass.
It's saying from when he first learned how to make a note with a harmonic, like find a harmonic on a bass, and that's where he it sort of came from apparently. When it just like hearing people tune, like just fifths, and go, oh minute, what happens when you do that on the fourth, on the third, and halfway through the second fret, there's a cheeky harmonic for everyone out there. It's nuts. And so he's made.
Oh, that one you're talking about. I never knew how to do that, and somebody showed me what it took.
2.6 apparently is in like tablature and everything. But yeah, halfway through the second fret.
Because I could never find it. I thought, where is that harmonic? But you have to know how to do it. Right?
It's ridiculous. But yeah, getting that into a musical arrangement of like just all those different harmonics. There's hardly anything that's fretted really there.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you show them how it's done?
Okay, here we go.
Amazing work, man.
But no. Thank you. No, I even now, and this has been 20 years I've been trying to play that song. Like, I haven't played it in a while, but even refreshing on it, it's a monster of a song.
Hats off to you. Rather you than me, son.
Thank you. Oh no, thank you.
Beautifully done. Anyway, around the same time as he was making his solo record, he joined Weather Report.
Yep. Yeah.
And their first album was Black Market, but the song we're going to play is off of the second record.
Yeah.
Heavy Weather.
It's the one.
And it's the opening track.
Birdland is, yeah. And it opens, so a little bit from where we're talking about Portrait of Tracy, with harmonic kind of playing. He does this instead of a natural harmonic, where you can figure out where I like the 5th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, 12th fret, a pinch harmonic. So it's all about, like you do on a guitar, but pinching and basically finding where you're fretting the note, and between that and the bridge, hit halfway, and you can hit a harmonic.
Is it kind of when you kind of rest your thumb on it?
Yeah.
Right. So you're picking behind your thumb.
That's
rest
it.
your thumb very lightly on it.
Thumb in the middle of the scale between the bridge and where the note is you want to play.
Okay.
Right in the middle of it. Use your thumb as the mute, and then pluck behind it, and then. So that's just doing one note, but then he puts it into a line.
And this is how you do it. Amazing. So, there you go. That was Birdland, the opening track off of Heavy.
Tinkling the keys. Your keys playing's great, man. It's great. I
It's
love you on the keys.
really not.
Yeah, it's great.
But listen,
That was
what
so
else
fun.
am I going to do?
And Taylor. We haven't mentioned Taylor yet. We should. Yes, man. Yeah,
Come
take
on.
a bow. He's taking a bow.
Because the other thing, he does everything, right? He records the sound, he does the camera work, he edits it.
Editing.
He makes the tea.
Drums, makes the
He's
tea.
amazing. And a lovely cup of tea it is too.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, mate. So then we were on to Teen Town.
Oh, so off
Yeah.
the same record,
Yep, same record.
Track three.
Yep.
Teen Town.
Teen
It just
Town.
this opens up with this crazy blistering sort of bass line.
All the semi-quavers that you could want.
Yeah.
Ever.
How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling all right. I haven't felt right about it all day. This song has haunted me for years. It's one of those things that you nail every now and then. And then,
Well, I
and then
think
most
the
of the
thing
time
is, like when you sit at home, you can think, yeah, oh, it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
But as soon as somebody goes, right, here we go, then
you go,
two,
one,
three.
two.
Ah,
Yeah.
ah.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, so I hope I apologise and thank you.
Oh, you're too modest. I'm sure it'll be great.
So yeah, but through this, you're exactly right. So all of these like semi-quaver patterns, odd kind of phrasing, some very, very lovely choice notes, picking out these very strange chords. And again, it shows his kind of mindset and his knowledge of knowing exactly where he is, theory base of what he can use in each chord, right? And just, you know, and even to link in between those chords changing very, very quickly. Some very interesting not normal note choice, as it were. So,
And he was still a very young guy when he was doing all this stuff. He was still like in his mid-20s.
Yeah, mid to early 20s. Yeah,
Because we lost him tragically young. Unfortunately, he was a bit of a troubled character.
Yes.
And died when he was about 35.
35. He was 87. Yeah.
Yeah.
87. Yeah. Have a look into his history. Short but very, very influential history.
Yeah. Well, it's like a lot of geniuses, man. I think it's the you burn the candle at both ends.
Yeah.
Or was it the light that burns twice as brightly burns twice as fast?
Very true, man. That's it. And
profound, wasn't it?
It is very, but very true. And you think what he was doing then. Some of the stories you hear, obviously. It was absolute tragedy. Still trying to get in clubs, still knowing a lot of the players that he played with, but wasn't getting a lot of gigs because of his sort of mental state. But one of the greats and probably the legend for bass player that will.
Yeah, for me, he's just right up there.
I can't top him for me.
Anyway, so this is the last track we're going to play, and this is Teen Town by Weather Report and the amazing Jaco Pastorius.
Yeah.
Here you go. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.